Bellwork 15A. I'm going to do 4 videos with you. One video will be for just question 1, and I'm going to do all of question 1 with you. And then question 1 and question 2 are pretty much the same thing. So video 2 will be the start of question 2 and the start of question 3. You'll finish 2 and 3 on your own. Then one video will be for question 4, and then you'll do, and then the 4th video will be for the start of 5 and the start of 6. So anyways, Schaefer Electric Company and Fraser Electric Incorporated are competing electric companies. Each company charges a different diagnostic rate and a rate per hour. The tables below show the total earnings Y for each company given the amount of hours worked X. So each company charges that diagnostic rate, that one-time fee, and then they each charge a rate per hour. So remember, that one-time fee is your initial value, which is your y-intercept, and that rate per hour is your rate of change, which is your slope. So we have to find the slope and the y-intercept of each of these in order to find the equation. So question 1 wants us to write an equation for Fraser Electric Incorporated. So this chart right here goes with question 1. So the first thing we need to do, let's find our rate of change by finding the slope. Now these are linear functions. They're linear. Therefore, it doesn't matter. I could have picked those two. I could have picked these two. I could have picked these two. I could have picked any 2 ordered pairs I wanted to find the slope. I'm just going to pick the top 2 because they're the smallest numbers. So 185 minus 105 would give us 80. 2 minus 1 would give us 1. So our rate of change, which is our slope, remember it's the difference in y value over the difference in x value. So that would be 80 divided by 1, which is simply $80 per hour. So the Fraser Electric Incorporated charges $80 per hour. Now we're going to find the initial value. Before we do that, let's go over to the side here, and I want you to write something down. The initial value, which is your y-intercept, is the value of y when x is 1 minus the slope. The value of y when x is 1 minus the slope. Here's where x is 1. There's your value for y. Here's where x is 1. There's your value for y. So we need to find the initial value excuse me, by taking the value of y when x is 1 and subtracting the slope. So back over here to Fraser Electric, let's do initial value equals, here's my value of y when x is 1. Let's go ahead and just write that down. So we minus the slope. So 105 minus our slope, which our slope is right up here. That's what we found first. Minus 80, which equals 25. So that means Fraser Electric charges $25 for their diagnostic rate. So that one-time fee is $25. So now we're going to use the information we just found, and we're going to write an equation. So remember, it's rate of change, which your slope goes in front of x. Your initial value, which is the y-intercept, goes behind x. M is in front of x, b is behind x. How about we go to the top here and put y equals mx plus b. So then this is our rate of change, and this is our initial value. So our rate of change will go in front of x, the initial value will go behind x. So this equation would be, our rate of change is 80. That goes in front of x. And our initial value is 25. So I put plus 25. It goes behind x. So our equation that represents the Fraser Electric Incorporated earnings is y equals 80x plus 25. If you have any questions on number 1, let me know.